welcome back. So I'm gonna do my eyes in this video. I am doing my face in a different video, so we're just like doing two things today. And you guys know my friend Jan, my good girlfriend Jan Van. Well, it is the 1 year anniversary of our Copy Kitty collab. So we've been taking a bit of a break during the summer, but it's our anniversary. It's our anniversary, so we had to do a video. So basically in these videos we take a look and we recreate it on our selves. We just take inspiration and we try to make it fit our own eyes and skin and technique that we know and ability and all that jazz. And then that's it. You guys, I got sleep, so I'm like in a good mood. Even though it's like 95 degrees outside and I'm upstairs and you know heat rises, it's gotta be like 102 in here. Whew, that's why I'm wearing bright colors and stuff. That's not why, this is the first thing I saw in the closet. So in the other video that should be up tomorrow, I am using my Danessa Myricks blurring balm. There's a new shade that she came out with, shade 9.5. So I show that in the video, and I also use her new concealer. So hopefully that's tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be sometime this week. Okay, so where's my phone? Because I had a picture of what I was going to try to attempt. Oh. Okay, had to take a quick break to answer emails and texts and all that stuff for work. I'm always working. Okay. Okay, so let's see. There was a look that I wanted to do, and I'll put the look up as well as where I got it from. I follow this person on Instagram. They have the most beautiful looks. I've been able to find quite a few people where I'm like, oh my god, I want to do that. Let's see if I can. So today I will be using, I think, the Lure palette from Blend Bunny. Ooh, girl. From Blend Bunny. Oh, yeah, I got enough sleep. And the Gothic palette from Cosmic Beauty. And yes, I did get the Cool Trolls and Nude Trolls palettes. And Jan, Jessa, and I are probably going to do a collab video like we did last time with, I think it was the Gothic palette, where you can see it on 3 different skin tones. Okay, I'm done talking. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Well, I'm not done talking. What's happening? Let's start with a primer. Okay, so let's start with a primer. I'm going to use, this isn't the one I want, but it's going to be the one that I use. The Colored Rain paint base, eyeshadow base, and this one is in the shade Rope. You can see the shade there on the front. And then, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna talk about some news. Let me just get some of this out. Okay. So I'm just going to apply that to my lid. I think I'll do, I guess I could do both eyes at the same time. Yeah? Yeah. It is so hot out here. Ugh. I hope you guys are drinking your water, staying hydrated. Okay, let me see what news stories I wrote down. Did I show you? I got a new book for my news stories. It had to be a bigger, like, journal size because I take notes while I'm watching or reading the news. Just because I'm like, I need to preserve this so that I can look back and see what shenanigans are happening in the world. Well, I tend to stick with the, like, for these videos, like, the nicer shenanigans and not the, like, ones that make us all just sad and hopeless and helpless. So let me see. Oh, child, let me tell you about Lang in China. L-E-N-G. Miss Lang, Miss Lang was trying to come up, and it kind of didn't work, like, thus far. So Miss Lang decided, I don't know how she went about, you know, I don't know how she went about coming up with this idea. But she decided, let me read it to you. She decided to sue her deceased lover's wife for part of his fortune as inheritance for her baby. Did we get that? So she had a lover and he passed away. And she decided that she was going to sue his wife. I don't know if the wife knew about the affair or anything. I'm not quite sure. But she was going to sue his wife and like his estate for money to pay for her baby. Like, she's like, my baby should get an inheritance from my lover. Now, here's the thing. When her lover died, she claimed that she had previously frozen her eggs. And somehow, in some way, prior to the accident, she said her lover fertilized the eggs using his sperm at a private facility. Private fertility clinic. Girl, I don't know how she got it. There are various ways. I'm not advocating for that, but I don't know. Okay? I have no idea. I don't think you want to know what I think. But there are ways. I ain't never done nothing like that, child. Bye. Anyway, so she's asking for property, company equity shares, and insurance benefits. She's like, this man owe me and my baby some money. Okay? I'm trying to figure out, did she take him to the fertility clinic? Did she like turkey based? Did she like, how? I don't even know that I believe that Lang went ahead and froze her eggs. Maybe she did. Maybe she did. Maybe they talked about, you know, wait, that's not the picture I want to do. Maybe they talked about it. But I don't know. Make sure I have like some sharp, you know, lines here. So I'm going to use, although I didn't cut this well, so it's not going to be sharp. I'm going to use some of the shadow shields. Okay, so Lang, you know, she's suing the wife and I guess the estate of her lover. They go to court and her case was dismissed. They basically said there is no way you can prove that when W-E-N, the lover, that he fertilized these eggs. Not only that, we don't know if he gave consent to this. So we don't know, Lang, if you're telling the truth. We kind of think you're not. So, honey, her stuff was dismissed. I don't know why Miss Lang thought that this was gonna work. Who told her that it was gonna work? Me going with this shade here and probably this shade. So that is 332 meters and the deep. I'm going to put both of those on the outer corner here. Oh, it's a pretty color. Girl. This is what some people like. I feel like a lot of it comes down to the friends that you have, because I feel like I have friends that would be like, ma'am, if you don't stop right now, stop. But I just feel like some people don't have those kind of friends. They will let you do stupid stuff and embarrass yourself. That's not a good friend. Get new friends. That's not a good friend. Because I sure would. I'll be like, girl, you know that You have a whole baby. You have a whole baby. You like, you no take backsies. You know, like, girl, did you think this through? Okay, because yeah, it could have been cool to get a little bit of his money and stuff, but you have a whole child to take care of now, and you out here in these streets talking about, girl, like, did we not discuss some of this before? She came up with a whole child. I feel like that's going real far to kind of like try to meet your goal here. No. Why didn't she just try to get somebody else, like get a sugar daddy or something? Now you got a baby? And they're like, ma'am, I don't know who baby this is. I can't, I'd be so pissed if I was a wife talking about I'm going to court because this, I would be praying like, God, let me talk to Wynn real quick. Because he over here, he left a lot of stuff that I have to go ahead and clean up, and I'm not here for it. But I know Lang thought it was gonna work, baby. Lang was like, he ain't leaving me with this baby to raise all by myself. And yes, he did, girl. We don't even know if it's his. Wait. Okay, because they could do a DNA test. So I think it must be more that we don't know how it came about. Like, was the fertilization, was it with his consent, right? Or something. They just don't believe her. Because, like, yeah. Because she had to take it to fertilize. Like, it wasn't like it was an oopsie during sexual intimacy. See, that's what she should have said. No, but maybe it wouldn't have worked in terms of timing. I don't know why I'm trying to figure out what Miss Lang was doing. I don't know. But girl, her stuff was thrown out. And she was like, I want property, company equity shares, and insurance. You know what? Manifest. Okay? Speak it into existence. Manifest. Let's see. I think I'm going to just stick with these rows. This one and this one. So I think the next shade I'll go in with is this. Maybe this. So I'm just gonna stick with those two shades, those two rows, columns, columns, those two columns. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going in with this shade here, and I've already started. I had to just read this text from my HOA people. All I know is I have pictures, and I'm documented everything, and y'all, because everybody talks about like these HOA people, and yes, okay, I agree. Sometimes the homeowner association, sometimes they're just aggravating. And excuse me if you're on the board of one of them, okay? They tried to get me on the board, and I was like, I know you lying. They were like, could you be in charge of like enforcing parking? I was like, girl, I already know I would get the wrong car towed. So no, you need to do some research before you try to get people to do stuff, because if you knew me, you would know that I should not be dealing with anything that is like car related, direction related. Don't give me that job. Okay, I could type something up, but no, it's not gonna go well. So no, I cannot be on the board, okay? And ever since I said that, I feel like they've been coming for me. They've been really coming for me. That's my opinion. I'm documenting it. But like one time, I'm in the middle of my work day, you know, and at home working, seeing clients from home, virtually. And I just keep hearing this persistent knocking on my door. Persistent knocking. And I'm like, and ringing the doorbell. If I don't answer, I'm not quite sure why you gonna keep doing that. I'll answer that door, okay? Like, I know if somebody's coming over. Certain people already know how to, like, certain people have codes and stuff to get. So if you're knocking, I'm not sure why. So finally, I'm like, excuse me, client. And I go ahead and get up and open the door. And it's one of the HOA people. And they're like, hi, how are you? I'm like, I'm working. And she was like, you know, we just wanted you to make sure to get your gutters clean. And I'm like, ma'am, I already called Omar. Omar is going to come over and get the gutters clean. Okay, I know what I need to do. And then she starts just going on. She's like, oh, you're working from home? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a doctor. I'm a psychologist. This woman starts, ma'am, I just said I'm working, so I have to go. Okay? Now, before that, see, I try to be real professional and nice. Before that, I had to tell them about themselves because there was a screen on the front window that was broken. Now I'm like, I'm gonna take care of these things, okay? I don't have money like that just to be fixing everything at once. So before that, a couple months before, I asked them to go ahead. I probably have told this story because I tell it to everybody. I asked them to go ahead and like trim the tree outside because I'm tall. So when I walk outside, especially if I have on heels, that tree branch was bopping me in the head. And I was like, am I supposed to do it or are y'all supposed to do it? Because if I'm supposed to do it, I'm going to call Omar so that he can come do it. And they were like, no, we're going to get it taken care of. 4 months later, they finally did it. Okay, so then a couple months later, I get this letter. And it's like, we see that your screen is torn and you're not abiding by the rules of the HOA, whatever. And we need you to have that fixed by next week. So I wrote a letter back. And I was like, I'm very well aware of this and I am in the process of getting it fixed. I hadn't been, but it was on the list. And I was like, given that you took 4 months to trim this tree, I'm going to take 4 months to get this fixed. I mean, I had it fixed within a couple of days, but still, don't be sending me no emails like that or letters. It was like an official letter, so you have to type that out and print it and send. So sometimes these HOAs, okay, not all of them, but sometimes I'm just like, y'all had nothing better to do. Y'all had nothing better to do. So you walked around the property and came all up close to my door. You can't even see that from over there. Okay, anyway. Oh, Jesus effing Christ. If everybody don't stop. Girl. What? I just need a moment. Okay, let me get back to my story. So in Indiana, this man goes out to mow his lawn. He has an HOA also, homeowners association, that he's, you know, you have to abide by their rules. And he notices some poo on the ground. That's not a big on his lawn. That's not, you know, out of the norm if people don't be picking up after their pets and stuff. But here's the thing. It's not pet poo. It's human poo. Human feces. And he's like, ew. But here's the thing. This wasn't the first time. This was like the second time that, I should just stick with this column. The second time that he's noticed it. So he manages to go and look on his Ring or whatever doorbell camera. I don't know why people be trying to do stuff anymore because all the cameras that are around, you're gonna get caught. So, child, they just asked me to help this little boy move into his college dorm. I'm stuck on that. I don't want to do that. What does that entail? I'm not moving nothing. Okay. This video gonna be like 12 hours long. Anyway, so he has it on video. And so he goes, like, who the perpetrator is. He went ahead and took that video to the police, okay? And so they go and confront the person. Y'all, it's a 74-year-old woman. You see her. Now, I didn't see the full video. I saw some stills. You see her just pants to the ankles, just drop trowel, and is squatting, pooing on this at the corner of his house in the grass. She did it at least 2 times. So the police go and they confront her and they're like, ma'am, we know that you did this. And she's like, no, I did not. So they showed her the video and she was like, yes, I did. So her reason, she's like, I don't have anything against him. I just needed to relieve myself. Miss Ma'am is lying. I feel like, what's her name? I feel like she's a Betsy. Betsy is lying, okay? Who? Miss Betsy. Because they also found out that she's on the board, the HOA board. Isn't that a coincidence, Miss Betsy? Because Home Dude is having some tension with the HOA board. And I, just like I'm saying, I know how these HOA boards be because they come after you when you do stuff. Allegedly. So, she is now being charged with, mind you, this is broad daylight. Broad daylight. And she did it right by his air conditioning unit. 74... blah blah. She said she had no ill will. She just had to use the bathroom. She went ahead and stepped down from the HOA board, and she has been charged with criminal trespass, criminal mischief, and public nudity. There ain't nothing else that they, I guess the criminal mischief part is the defecation. Now, that's bad, right? But you know what I really wonder about? What did Miss Betsy wipe her behind with? That is my actual first question. I'm concerned. That's nasty. That's nasty. I don't know how much of it was there, but either way, you need to wipe your ass. I want to know. Like, what? Ew. Like, where did she go afterward? Oh, Lord. Now my mama calling me. I'll be right back. Popular today. Okay, so we have that, and now I'm going to go into the, I think the purples. So this column, and I think I'll use this shade here, which is Jellyfish, and let's see if I get the color I'm wanting. I feel like my eye is watering a little bit, for no particular reason. Anyway, I want to know what, did I call her Betty or Betsy? But let's go with Betsy. I want to know, Betsy. I want to know the thought process. Ew. And Betsy she seems like she's of sound mind. She's on the board. You know, seems like she's living independently. I don't know if this was a plan between her and the board members. And they're like, who's going to go ahead and take care of Steve? We need someone to, like, bother him and get him to take his complaint away. Betsy, do you think you can handle it, girl? Or did she just take it upon herself? And how was that the decision? That's some, that's a lot. That is a lot. I am not sure about that one. I'm not sure about it. Just like, why? Why? Betsy, you 74. Now, these are all misdemeanors, it seems. But, girl, and then they said she stepped down. They don't give nobody's name. But, come on. You could figure it. If it was your HOA, you would know. Because it would be like, huh, we had a 74-year-old board member. And then there was a guy who was, like, complaining about stuff. All of a sudden, she stepped down. She didn't really give us a reason. That board couldn't tell me nothing. They couldn't tell me nothing. I'm like, I know you're not gonna tell me to fix my screen when you have people over here doing stuff on other people's lawns. And she did it twice. She did it twice. Why? Why? Oh. Ooh. I just... What toilet paper? Did she use toilet paper? No, she didn't. Because maybe they would have said that there was toilet paper and fecal matter. But ew. That's really my concern. I mean, I'm concerned about the actual act, but really and truly, I'm more concerned about just where did she go after? I don't know why they didn't attend to that in the news story. Y'all couldn't let us know like exactly what had happened afterwards. Inquiring minds. I think I'm gonna bring this up just a little bit. Okay, so in the look, they use some shimmers that seem to match with like the corresponding matte. So again, I'm gonna stick with, you know what I'm saying? And then I want a bit, do I want to use that? Yeah. Let's make this a little darker here. And then I'll go in with a purple. I think I might just add a little bit of this pink here. I love a pink. Okay, so let me do this side and probably put on some lashes and I will wrap it up for today. Be right back. So here's the finished look. I really like it. It's actually pretty simple, but I think it is really cool also. Basically, I used like two sort of color families. Anyway, don't forget to head over to Jan's channel to check out the look that she did today, and I will have her channel linked in my description box. Also, let me know what you think of these news stories. These are crazy. I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself. I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.